July 11th, Monday morning. Long sprayed lines in the sky. Chemicals everywhere, unmistakably dumped by jet planes. There's two lines crossed by another. Little short squirt there. And there's electromagnetic radiation there. You can see this stuff is blowing like a sheet to the right. Sharp, crispy edge on the left and blowing this way. This whole sky, from my observation, is sprayed chemicals. And I'm still having my breathing problems this morning. And I suppose one would conclude electromagnetic radiation looks pretty visible there. And low on the horizon by the tree there. So heavy metals dumped from jet planes gets in our bodies, i.e. gravity, breathing. That's off towards the east. And if electromagnetic energy is affecting those heavy metals in my lungs, in my body, would it cause me to have some pain and suffering? One would think so. Off towards the southeast, southwest. Looking over here, lines and lines and lines of chemicals dumped in the sky. Electromagnetic radiation right there again. So no matter what you say, they're dumping tons of stuff in the sky, intentional, and we can visibly see electromagnetic radiation in the sky almost everywhere right now. There, 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 and off over here towards the east when I just looked. And it just showed you through there. On this Monday morning, about 9 o'clock, Rick Miracle reporting. We're being sprayed like we're bugs, but I don't think we're bugs. July 11th. Why? 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 Why are they dumping chemicals in our sky? Non-continuous short squirt of chemicals? Why? Why, when the weather comes through, as you can see here, storm clouds coming through, is there this white pasty background of chemicals dumped on top of them? Why? 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 Looks like stormy clouds could produce some rain. But why are they dumping these chemicals on top of the clouds? Why? Why? Why aren't some other people asking why? You would think people are almost zombies and can't see with their own eyes. Can't be good for people, I keep saying. Just no way in the world it could be good for people. So why are they dumping chemicals in our sky? July 11th. Looks like it's raining a little bit, and there's a little observation of the sky under between the clouds there, and one plane is spraying while I watch. There's his new line. So without a question, they're spraying on top of this weather front, these dark clouds, chemicals. There's a little squirt right there. The tail end's right there, but this guy's doing it live right now. So what is going on, and why are they dumping chemicals? Maybe biologicals. We don't know because they don't tell us. So that's a live one there. He's doing it right now. Just flew into the cloud. Turns into thicker lines like that. So, can it be good for us if they're dumping chemicals on top of the clouds? I think not. What do you think? July 11th. About 8 p.m. As you can see, a stormy-looking cloud. And also, if you learn how to look, sky spraying lines. It's right there. So let's look around, see if we can see any others. Looks like that could be one right there. So what is it with them dumping stuff in the sky? Let's look off towards the east. So Mother Nature's doing her job. Bringing us rain, the seasons. And then we have the United Nations bringing us population reduction. And sky spraying. Squirts of chemicals. Visible if people want to look. So what does it take to make people see? People who don't want to see. People who are struggling to make money and pay the bills. Take care of their children. Themselves. Watching TV. Watching society be destroyed. Watching propaganda about Christianity being evil. But pedophilia being promoted in the school systems. Look it up on the internet. Please don't believe me. Bestiality. One lady's marrying a tree. Been having sex with a tree, so she says. Wouldn't you think she should be locked up in some kind of institution to get some help? Meanwhile, they spray us with chemicals. You think it affects the mind, the mental capability of thinking? Race riots, Black people shooting cops. Cops shooting black people. The government trying to disarm the people. There is hope. And one of the pieces of hope is that people would wake up and see the world for what it is. We're under some kind of attack. And honestly, seems like the world has been under attack for a couple thousand years. Wars and mayhem. Rick Miracle reporting. July 12th, Tuesday, about 11 in the morning. I just had a thought. They're spraying off towards the west. Line after line after line after line, you can see. Up here we got dispersed spray and lines. So my thought for today is, I don't think they're going to stop spraying until we're dead. That's what I thought. Rick Miracle here in the mountains of North Carolina. July 15th, Friday. About 2 p.m. 2016, Rick Miracle here in the mountains of North Carolina. Video in the sky so that you can see what I can see. And this particular spray line from a jet plane looks like a big spear. There's another one. This is what it looks like when it's all dispersed. Just powder blowing in the breeze. So let's look off towards the east and see what's going on in the mountains of North Carolina on this Friday. Apparently the day of rage. Supposed to be protests by Black Lives Matter in 37 cities. Be interesting to see what happens. On a day when they're doing all these short squirts, I guess that look like spears. Notice they're not continuous. A plethora of them, not continuous. Let me zoom in and pan real slow. You can see how many. So they're not continuous. Computerized, I suspect, to disperse certain amounts of these chemicals. This is what it looks like when they disperse into the sky. I just had to go buy some medicine from my asthma that has kicked up in the last week or two from the intense sky spraying. It used to happen to me in Florida. When they would spray really bad, I would be gasping for air. Finally, I bought some medicine today. Let's see if it helps. But this is what it looks like when it's all mixing together and dispersed. So no mistaking it. We did get some rain. You'll notice the grass is a little greener. If you've been watching my previous videos of this particular spot that was all brown 2 weeks ago. But if the crops, for example, have already been affected, I don't think with a little rain they would have recovered from a month long with drought-like conditions. You can see how this stuff is blowing in the breeze. This does look like some weather coming in from the west. But these spear-like things, as you can see, not continuous. And the background sheen of powder like a big blanket. And the stuff blowing in the breeze like strings. Clouds don't do that. Clouds are puffy like teddy bears, etc. You ever been a little kid and you look up and you see the shapes of the clouds and I see a giraffe or I see a teddy bear? You know that they're puffy. They don't come in spears like this. And like all those lines we just looked at it towards the east. So there you have it. My story. I'm sticking to it. They're dumping stuff in the sky. They don't tell us why. They're having a day of rage. They want to depopulate the planet. Lots of military type equipment shipped to police departments and hollow point bullets and other things I've gone over in my videos by many different federal departments buying ammunition and weapons. Things like Social Security and other non-military type federal agencies. I've gone over that. You can look it up on the internet. Just seems to me people need to wake up. Rick Miracle reporting. July 16th, Saturday, about 9 o'clock in the evening. Just thought I would point out the evidence of sky spraying, endless lines and splotches of material, spray lines that have spread apart. Almost a full moon, it seems like. Look at this big round swirl of sprayed material. Straight lines, straight lines. That straight line is what that splotch behind it becomes when it disperses. So we can say with certainty, tons of chemicals dumped in the sky. You can see how this one is spreading apart. See how narrow it is there? Look how it's spreading apart here. So there you have it, 9 o'clock here in the mountains of North Carolina. And we're being sprayed like we're bugs. That's off to the west. Let's look off towards the east. Here in the mountains of North Carolina. Looks like a lot of sprayed material in the sky, not clouds. A big sheen. Of all this sprayed stuff at 9 o'clock in the evening. Of course, the sun is setting off towards the west, so over here you can see it a little bit better. And that spray lines definitely show up. Why are they dumping chemicals in our sky? Don't people want to know why? Are people so dense, so lost in brains? Look at this line. It's not continuous. There's the line. And it ends. I'm really disappointed in humanity. That people just ignore it. Rick Miracle reporting. July 17th. Sunday. About 6:30. Well, I gotta say, we have a very concerning sky right now. You can see the straight lines embedded in a whole sky of powder, taking away the blue, leaving us this white-blue sheen. Powder, cloud, powder, stuff dumped in the sky. Stuff dumped in the sky, all that white stuff. Cloud, clouds over there. See the puffiness of the cloud? And see the streakiness. Long streaks. Bright white sheen. Interestingly enough, a friend of mine sent me a little alert. But apparently the Illuminati are coming out of the closet. Illuminatarian. That's the name. I'll put it in my next video on that I make. Probably on the Synagogue of Satan by Tex Mars. But it's quite the video. It shows the Earth and the Moon and the galaxy. And they say they're here to save us from this poverty-stricken, war-torn planet. Unbelievable. They're here to save us, and they said they've been here all along, protecting us and watching over us. And call me crazy, but then I think about all the things they've done and all the Luciferic symbols and the sky spraying. So I'm not buying it. Something seriously malevolent is going on. And it might behoove people to wake up. So that's my story on this Sunday here in the mountains of North Carolina. It's not so hot out for July. Rick Miracle reporting. July 17th. Sunday, 2016, about 1:30. And as you can see, no horrendous looking sky spraying lines here now. Although, looking off towards the northwest, does look a little hazy off towards Knoxville and Nashville. And Asheville looks a little hazy. So they're spraying way over there and way over there, but not here right now. Here in the mountains of North Carolina.